Hi guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. Well, it's another beautiful day. Just can't believe the weather this fall. So lucky for us, especially after the last year and one nightmare after another with my ankle. Just finished my second batch of steroids and I think I'm gonna be okay. But still treating it with the oil. I've been mixing avocado oil with tea tree oil to soothe it and help stop the itching. Still taking antihistamines so I don't claw myself to death. But it is a beautiful day. We're going to try and get a bunch of things done around the homestead here. And I'm actually already making my peach pie filling that I wanted to get done a couple of days ago, but I basically had to stop everything I was doing. Chris was jacking up the tiny house and I needed to stop and help him. It's just too much for one person to do, going back and forth between both jacks, you know, and it's the getting up and down and on your knees. That's just, oh, it's so hard at this age. Man, are we ever feeling our age. But anyway, let's get some work done. Make hay while the sun shines, that's for sure. So we're going to try and do that today. One of the things Chris got busy doing yesterday, because another really big project that we haven't gotten done this year is to relocate the solar panels. So I don't know if anybody's familiar with this, but it's called shishugi ban, and you basically scorch the wood to preserve it. Now he's only done this end because we've got to rent an auger and dig holes to anchor these into the ground and get so that it's not going to blow away in these horrendous winds that we get. Now, he was trying to do this yesterday and I had just made chili the day before, so that is a brown bean can that he strapped to there to, because it wasn't focusing the flame properly, so it just wasn't working at all. So lots of little things to do, and we got to get that electric fence rolled up and put away too. The chickens are out there busy fertilizing the potato patch for next year. My little peanut, look at this redneck deck. See, it was too late to get video of Chris doing that last night. And the other night when we were trying to get, well, we got the tiny house jacked up and got the redneck deck all put back together so that, like, the steps are comfortable. He's going to put a piece of plywood on here so that I don't, my feet don't slide, and it's easier for Sadie too. I don't need to break another ankle. But we've got this all laid out so that, you know, it's a little bit easier to walk up and down. It's higher than we expected, but you see this end is, there's not as much room under this end as there is the other end. So it's a lot higher than we expected, but which again took hours longer to get it done. But you can see how much higher it is on this side. Basically, Chris needs to be able to get underneath there to attach the solid foam insulation that we're adding to the bottom. I think you can see how much higher it is down at that end. And we can't have him getting stuck like Winnie the Pooh when he goes under there, or we're just going to have to let him thin out like Winnie the Pooh before we can pull him back out. So this will be another massive job done. And the list, like I said, was very long, and I looked at the list and it was like, seriously, we haven't gotten one thing done this year. You know, we stopped work on the tiny house in the spring to work on outside stuff in the garden and the barn, and like I said, I'm a list maker. I like to cross things off my lists, and to have this huge list for the year and not have one thing crossed off, and the cold weather's coming. I just can't believe what a blessing this weather was. This warm, beautiful fall, so much nice weather. We just checked the forecast again. It's going to be something like 21 on Sunday and 24 on Monday, so we're hoping to get the primer on the barn. That will be awesome. I really would like to, I don't know if we'll get the red done this year, but I really want to get it painted, the wood protected, so we're getting some stuff done today to get ready to do that. So that'll be another big job done. So anyway, Got the barn closed in, so Bella's sleeping in the barn every night now. Just so many things that I feel like we're getting done. We still have to pick the rest of the tomatoes and get my leeks out of the ground. So, but it makes me feel good that we're getting some really, really important stuff done. Like I said, the chickens pecked away the styrofoam that Chris had under the tiny house. I don't know what it is about chickens and styrofoam. They're crazy. So he got the stuff that has the foil on the bottom. So, and of course they were pecking at the water pipes and knocking them all apart. And so, I'm just so relieved to have that massive job. And it was very scary. Very, very scary. I really don't like doing jobs like that, but they gotta be done. So anyway, I'm gonna work on getting my peach pie filling out of the way so I can help Chris get some other stuff done around here today. Something else that was super exciting yesterday, I got 3 little teeny eggs, and so the new hens, the 4 new ones, are all using the lower bank of nesting boxes, and I got 3 little ones yesterday, so that's the first day I got 3, so we got 3 out of 4 new hens laying now. So, and the 2 cheapers, hazels, should start laying in another month or so. Well, I am done sweating to death in the kitchen. Got all the dishes done, all the pots and pans, canning stuff. I got 11. I was hoping to get 12 according to my calculations, but I do have enough peaches left to make a fresh peach pie. So I've got 19 jars of peach pie filling. And of course I made them way larger than what the recipe calls for. I would have got a lot more cans, but 500 mils, like I said, to me is just not enough for a pie unless it's a really small pie. So 19. If 19 peach pies in addition to the apple and everything else isn't enough to get us through the winter, might be too much pie. Anyway, I'm gonna go help Chris. I think we're gonna lift the hay up into the loft now. Hopefully I won't have any allergic reactions to the hay like I did with the straw. Look at that crazy chicken. That's the one that we put the oil on her wings. Gonna have to put some more on her. The other one is healing up. This one here. They were the 2 that were the worst. One of them is Betty. Must be Betty over there. Anyway, I'm gonna check for eggs. See if I got 3 little ones again today. Hello, Ruby. How are you and your ugly little babies today? Look at the size of that thing. It must be a rooster. It's so big. But I think we might keep him if he is a rooster, because those ones were so pretty. Those are the ones I said in an earlier video. I wish I had just sold them as chickens. We got them as multi-purpose birds. Got 2 here, 4 here. That's 6 big ones. Hello, girls. Are you busy working to make me eggs? Oh, only 2 little baby ones so far. And I know Penny's laying the light ones, so I keep an eye on who's doing what. She was in this box today, and so one of them lays a really dark little egg. But there's only 2 so far today, and 6 big ones. So better than yesterday. We got some slackers in our midst, but put my eggs in my little apron. Get the rest of these. And it seems like Chris putting the little cheapers, hazels, 2 chickens on the perch at night is helping. I'm not having to clean. Look at that one. It looks like a torpedo. I'm not having to clean the nesting boxes out, the poop out. That one's a big one. Holy moly. So that makes me happy. We're training them to stay on the perch at night. We do it when it's dark, and then what they're doing, they're going, I thought the older hens would go to the highest part here because that's what they always want to do. They want the highest part. But so he's putting the 2 of hazels up here so they're together because they always want to be together, and then they wait for the older hens to leave the coop before they jump down and come out. So that's kind of interesting too. They look at this hen looking at Ruby. I don't know which one that is. Look at those two jousting. That one there's wings are fairly developed. That one, second biggest one. I think that's the little runt over there that the big one was picking on. Big bully. But yeah, they get so ugly at this stage, it's so funny. That's definitely the little runt over there. Oh my goodness, I hope I have hens again. We had to put the water up on a block because they kept scratching and it was full of dirt every time we looked at it. Yeah, there it is. You're such a good mama, Ruby. Well, I'll go put my eggs away. Look at these tomatoes. These are the ones that I had divided all up, but these are the ones that were like solid green. There's a little green one in there, but, and then these ones were the reddest, I think. I can't even remember. They're going red so well in here in the sun from the window, which is what I wanted. I noticed, like I said, these are too small to make salsa out of. I almost died getting 9 little jars of salsa. There's just not enough by the time you peel them and seed them to get any meat out of them. Beef steaks are supposed to be big tomatoes, I thought. But anyway, we got millions of them, but they're small. So I think what I might do is get a food mill and just peel them all, seed them as much as I can, and use them to make spaghetti sauce and pizza sauce, because the food mill just grinds everything all up. And I have the fresh herbs. I looked at a recipe for pizza sauce and it was just so easy, especially if you have fresh herbs. And when I make my Alfredo sauce or pasta dishes or anything, and you have the fresh herbs, I make a rice stuffing at Christmas time too. Put fresh sage and I think it's thyme in it. It is just so much better. And I make a tortilla as well, and I use fresh herbs in it, and it's just amazing the difference it makes. There's just absolutely no comparison. So I think maybe spaghetti sauce and pizza sauce. Again, things that we often buy at the grocery store, and so good things to make to keep us from having to make those purchases. So I think that might be it. We're thinking about just canning them all like whole tomatoes, but we don't use a lot of whole tomatoes, and we got a deal on those ones. So I think making pizza sauce and spaghetti sauce might be a better idea. Not salsa. It was awesome, but you need big tomatoes, so it's easier to get them chopped, and it wasn't difficult to make. It was way too small tomatoes to use for that. I just remembered, get some gloves. I got these ones with the cuffs on them because I don't know if it was the tomato vines that I reacted to. Gonna pick a bunch more of the tomatoes that are turning red. Yeah, this plant here is falling both ways. But yeah, so they're so thick in there, and this plant had fallen over again. It weighs a ton. These are the two that we already picked. There's tons on the ground, but I'm taking any of the ones that aren't rotten. That one's a little too small, but this one is a beef steak. I don't know why. I guess I got them mixed up, but this is the next one, and again, it's just so solid, we can't even get our hands in there. So these are the plants we've already picked off of. Clearly, this is just crazy. I gotta get busy working on tomatoes now. These are the ones we've already picked off of. Oh, I see a couple more orangey ones in there that I've missed because they're so thick. So I've got this box and the box underneath, the cardboard box filled. Chris has got that box filled with beef steaks, and we're nowhere near done, and he already took one huge box in. So, my goodness. And look at the tomatoes still left on these plants. Look at this one. I think we're going to get another picking off this too.
Yeah.
For sure. And that's great. I think I had 18 Roma plants, and they're the best ones for making spaghetti sauce and everything anyway. So, well, I honestly thought we were gonna get like maybe a little box of tomatoes. There are still millions on the plant too, but a lot of them are small. But I think, like I said, if I get a food mill, I'll sort them now into the most red, like I did before. We had a hard time carrying these 3 boxes. So there's a lot of tomatoes here. I'm gonna put them all in a single layer on my big cookie sheets again, and put them in there with the sunshine. And boy, oh boy, I gotta order a food mill real quick and get to work. All I did was say hello to Bella. She was way out in the pasture, and she came. You came all the way to see me, didn't you, sweetie? You came all the way to see me. And I haven't even taken care of your gifts yet. No. Do you want some oats? Hey? Oh, you think you're going to get locked in, so you're going to run away? Oh my goodness. Thank you, my love. Look out. Out of the way. Good girl. That's a big one. My goodness. Oh my goodness is right. You gotta sniff it on the way by. Okay. You gotta sniff it on the way by, you silly cow. You silly cow. Are you a silly cow?
Okay, where's my bubs?
Come on, I'll get your oats. She's gonna get locked in, I guess. Yeah, you can't resist that noise, can you? No, you can't. No, you can't. You're slobbering them all over the place. Feeding the chickens. Hmm? You're feeding the chickens. Well, I got work to do. Granny pulled hay duty. Yeah. Granny's pulled hay duty. So what Chris has done is he's rigged up a system here with a rope. And I'm going to be on the bottom. He's going to be up there. And we're going to try and get all the hay. Probably get 5 bales done and be almost dead, but you know.
So this ladder's going to have to be split up to stand up straight. Okay. Or more or less to get to the rope.
So Chris has a hook on this end that I'm going to put through the bungee cord. Yeah, we'll see. Might have to go to plan B. You want me to stand this up straighter, you said? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, okay. Oh, good Lord. Hey? We need to tie this to Bella. And say giddy up. Well, if we both fall, it's not too bad. wasn't too bad. With both of us pulling. Now, the only thing is I can't reach the one that's on top, Chris. And like some of them are undone. Maybe I'll try. Yeah.
Yeah, it's started water.
I'll give her this loose stuff that's in the way.
And you just throw it in her thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a little bit of hay so you don't. Oh, she's gone. She took her roots and left. Yeah, because then I can start with these ones, I think.
Or if the bungees, you have something solid, this is like.
No, I think it's fine with us both pulling. I just gotta turn this one, I guess, so I can see the ropes.
You take my coat over there.
Eh?
Take my coat over there.
Okay. This one's kind of floppy.
Yeah. So just stay back to the road a little bit, break.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, foot. Okay, now.
That's not too bad. Except for all the stuff going in my eyes.
Okay, come down.
Now I can hear the little dog yapping. Bella's wondering what's going on. Aren't ya? Need to get some hay, did you, sweetie? Talking to Bella. I'll give you all the loose stuff. Hey? The rope came down.
Oh.
There you, baby. Well, it's sweltering out, but I can feel my arms going red and reacting to the hay already. 3 bales up, so I had to go put a long sleeve shirt on. Ugh. Okay. Maybe you guys can see what I'm doing better from over here. Tripod through here. So basically, putting the bungee cord through the 2 strings on the hay, like this. And on the hook, through the bungee cord. You can see that. Oops! Almost knocked the camera over. Here, let me turn it. Oh, only 60 to go? Whew. this will work out really good. Chris had the window open. There's more room up here too if we wanted to put more up here. He sprayed this window, isn't that awful? It's gonna come and let the little DeWalt vacuum clean them out. But yeah, this is a good sized little hay mow. I think there's about 60 bales up here. And there's still plenty of room. So, and like I said, we think we might put 2 little skinny windows in the front of the barn so the breeze can blow through. And Chris is going to take these out because he hit his head so many times on them. What are you mooing about, sweetie? Hey? Those are your trees, aren't they? It's funny how sometimes she looks like she's got black circles around her eyes, eh? Just the hair, different lighting. Oh, itchy girl. Well, my battery died, of course, so we've still got the city worker standing out here staring. This is done. I had another bale break on me, so we got 3 here that we'll leave down here. Chris will take the skids out. He's going to get the insulation like those things put on this side, and then he can get the wall built across here for the stall. And I think he wants to get the milking stanchion made too. So at least this is cleared out now. What a job. Oh my goodness. I am so covered in hay inside and outside of my shirt. So, oh, my eyes are full of it. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. Oh, Bella. We need a harness for you, baby. Like an oxen, so we can get some work out of you, not just milk. Anyway, so happy to have that done. It's just worse in the heat, you know, everything is worse in the heat. I would prefer to have cold weather and be bundled up doing this, and then of course I wouldn't have all this hay going down inside my shirt and in my eyes, and I'm gonna have to go have a shower and get cleaned up really good in case I react to this stuff too, because I just finished my steroids the 2nd round yesterday, and the doctor wasn't, when I saw my doctor yesterday, he wasn't that happy about me doing the 2nd round. Like, anyway, what are you gonna do? So we've got baked potatoes in the oven. We're having steak for supper. I worked like Granny today from Happy Gilmore. Bella's scratching on her tree. She just hung around the whole time. And so yeah, of course it seems huge in here now with that hay up there. But I think that'll work out good, having it up there. We'll still have some, we're gonna go get some feed for her at a feed place tomorrow that's a better price. And we'll have enough room on the outside of the calf stall here for the bags of feed. And now with that hay out of the way, if we want to put the solid styrofoam insulation in the walls of the barn, we'll be able to do that. Because Chris was thinking about doing that, but of course he was thinking about it after the hay was in here. So this sort of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, it almost killed me too, this old bird. But anyway, so happy to have that done. I think I'm going to have a shower and maybe even get a peach pie out of me today. Got to put all that, label all that peach pie filling, put it in the other sea can. Oh, I don't know, once I sit down and stop moving though, it's really hard to get going again after doing something like that. I got to wash my eyes out really good this time too. I don't think I mentioned it on the video, but I thought I was going to have to go to emergency a week or so ago because after helping Chris cut this a bunch of wood when we were finishing up the barn, I got a sliver in my eyeball. Oh my goodness. I've had this happen before with metal slivers and wood slivers. And I mean, you can wear safety glasses, but when the wind's blowing like this, the dust from the saw just blows everywhere. And so I had something, I rubbed it, and of course then it was stuck in my eyeball. Oh my goodness, I thought I was gonna have to drive all the way into town to go to emergency. Because what they do is they flip your eyelid inside out and find the sliver. I know this from experience, of course. But your eyelid, every time your eyelid moves, you feel the sliver. It's just horrendous. So I went to bed, I washed it as much as I could, it didn't come out. I thought, well, maybe because I put so much water in it and everything, it'll come out in the night, and it did. I was so happy, so I didn't have to go into emergency the next day. But when my eyes are just full of hay now. So I am going to say goodbye for today. This is enough for one old woman for one day. We're going to have a nice steak dinner, baked potato, and some asparagus. They had asparagus actually affordable at the grocery store, imagine that. And put my feet up. Well, I might make that pie. Really, really want a peach pie. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. And we'll see you next time.